Why does housing matter? Well, housing matters because it's foundational to everything that we value as a community. We don't need to look very hard to find relationships between what we measure our regional quality on and our residents' housing. Today we're going to explore three: community health, education, and adequate workforce. Substandard and overly expensive housing is directly linked to poor physical and mental health. 39% of low-income households say that their health is fair or is poor, and better health care is not the only answer. Right now, a collaboration of a dozen organizations as diverse as hospitals and remodeling contractors are all working together as Healthy Homes East Bank to make sure that the homes in the East Bank neighborhoods are safe for children with chronic asthma. When a student's housing stability suffers, so does that student's grades. Each time a student moves to a new home or a new school, he or she loses half a year of educational progress. Children who move 4 times before the 8th grade are 4 times more likely to drop out of school. We know from surveys that we've taken in our own community that parents care most about the stability of their housing. When asked what's the most important consideration in choosing a home, they uniformly say the opportunity to stay there. To afford the average 2-bedroom apartment in Polk County, a household must earn $15.13 an hour, or twice the minimum wage. Working full-time, that's an annual salary of $31,500 a year. Using the Tomorrow Plan's population estimates and Iowa workforce development projections, Central Iowa will produce over 37,000 new jobs between now and 2050 that pay less than $35,000 a year. And from recent events, it looks like we're well on our way. On Sunday, I read that West Des Moines is going to add 206 new rooms in 6 new hotels over the next few years. That's in addition to the 2,500 that are already there. According to industry average, a housekeeper can clean 12 rooms each day. That requires 245 housekeepers working in West Des Moines full-time every single day. The average hotel housekeeper makes $20,800 a year. On the east side of our region, Altoona is beginning construction of a new outlet mall. The developer's own projections are for 75 new stores. And if each is staffed only by 2 clerks working full-time, it amounts to the need for 319 new full-time retail clerks working in Altoona. Our most daunting challenge is that very little of this workforce currently lives here. Imagine enticing workers to come to Central Iowa when the jobs we have to fill make finding affordable housing impossible. Ask your economic development director to make that sales pitch. So what future do I envision? I envision that Central Iowa is out in front of this challenge. That we are not trying to play catch-up when housing for our service workforce becomes unavailable. I envision that no Central Iowan has to choose between paying their rent, buying their food, or seeking medical care. I envision that every child in Central Iowa have a stable home and the opportunity to learn the skills that they need to succeed. That every Central Iowan, from CEO to cashier, has their choice of safe, stable, and affordable housing. And so, what can you do today? Well, if you're a business leader, consider the housing needs of your current workforce, and also the workforce that you'll need to attract. Are affordable housing options available near your workplace? If you're a political leader, review whether your zoning code needlessly drives up the cost of new housing. Examine your long-range economic development plan. Does it rely on retail, housekeeping, and food service for growth? Ask your staff to calculate the number of new jobs that will create that pay below the wage that it costs for an average 2-bedroom apartment. If you're a concerned citizen, map your own personal housing journey. Where and how will you want to live in the next 35 years? And do those places exist? If not, how will you help to build them? And make sure that housing is included in every policy, discussion, and decision. It's foundational to what we value in Central Iowa. Thank you.